So I don't know if you've been following the current events. I'm glued to the unfortunately news. And I mean, it's unfortunate news, and it's unfortunate that I'm glued to the news. But Sisi, the president of Egypt, has come out public to obviously take an opportunity to tell the Jewish Secretary of State, Blinken, a bunch of lies. So what does he do? He takes the opportunity to tell Blinken, by the way, Blinken, you should know, historically, from the ancient history, even to the current history, Jews were treated like so well. They were not mistreated in Egypt. Right? Now, why is he saying that? Because he knows an American, what do they know besides movies and sports? Even if you're Secretary of State, how much do you really know? So he's not going to call him out and say, you liar, you mistreated my people. So he got away with it. Blinken didn't call him out, so I called him out. And I'm calling him out now. Jews were not treated so wonderful in Egypt. You know how I know? Because my daddy was from Egypt. You have to live through it again. My granddaddy was from Egypt. So I know. First of all, my father, alav shalom, Moshe, and my uncles, Natan and Shimon and David, uncles that are no longer with us. They're in Shemayim, hopefully having a good time watching me make a fool of myself. But they had to have nicknames if they left their neighborhood, because a Jew that left his neighborhood and advertised that he was a Jew was in danger of all kinds of mistreatment and persecution from Muslims, the religion of peace, P-I-E-C-E, one more peace. That's what they want, one more peace. Because they can't stand that we have a dot on the globe right now. Till now, we didn't have a dot, so they just treated us badly. Now that we have a dot, they want to annihilate us. Let's call a spade a spade. The Middle East conflict is a Middle East obsession with wanting to just kill the Jews. That's what it really is. And this Palestinian problem is an Arab problem, because 850,000 Jewish immigrants, refugees, ran for their lives and were murdered and were abused, and they took every penny from them. With the sandals on their feet, they didn't even have shoes back then. With the sandals on their feet, they ran for their lives. There was a rescue mission to get the Jews out of Yemen, or else they would have been murdered. The Jews weren't mistreated in Egypt. You couldn't make a comedy better than that. 850,000 refugees running for their lives. And the world cannot get over I'm sure the numbers are inflated, so whatever it was, some Palestinian Arabs that happened to be working in Israel because they were making good money because the Jews brought production to this region. And they can't get over the fact, God forbid, that a piece of their land was taken. We were attacked twice. This before the state of Israel, we were attacked many times. Hebron, they haven't stopped murdering us like animals. And in 48, we became a little dot on the map, and not even one dot, a few specks really. And they said, no, we can't have, God forbid, that there should be a few Jewish specks on this map. It's not enough green. So they attacked us. Every single country attacked us and lost, because you don't mess with Hashem or his people. And they lost. And of course, we took some positions that would help us defend ourselves better next time. And in 67, they attacked us again and lost, and keep losing, and they will keep losing. And so the Palestinian problem is an Arab problem, because they just keep attacking us because they don't want us to be here. And so some Arabs displaced. Yeah, take a look at the globe. You have green. It's all green. You have to zoom in. You know how much you have to zoom in till you get to any blue? And shame on them. You stole our land. I can't even see any land. Zoom in more. Okay, I zoomed in more. I still don't see it. Zoom in more. That's what's bothering you. Those two specks on the map. Liars, liars, liars. Hate, jealousy. That's all it is. It's a fallacy, and billions of idiots running around, liberal, leftist, secular people, they think that they've brainwashed the whole world, that we're the devil. Only God could make this happen. Only God. This only makes me believe more in God. Because when reality beats fantasy, that means God's doing something. You know, you got to do some history work. Nobody wants to do the history work. They just want to believe all the lies because nobody does research. Nobody wants to work to get to the truth. It's much easier to hate the people that are different. We are different. We are different. We have been singled out. But why did Hashem single us out? It's a test for both of us. We've been singled out, and it's a test for us. How are we going to treat the people that are not us? But we've been singled out to see how those people will treat us also. And if you're quick to accuse and condemn the people that are not you, then what kind of person are you? Big lesson to learn. The conflict that's happening right now in Israel, which they want to call Palestine because some Arabs from Egypt or Syria or Lebanon happen to be working here for some time, has nothing to do with land, has nothing to do with colonialism, has nothing to do with that. It has to do with a real insane idea that the Muslim world wants to steal the Jewish identity from us. They want to be God's chosen people so badly that they want to rewrite history. You know who God took on the mountain to sacrifice? I have a chiddush for you. I have news for you guys. According to the insane, lying prophet, which obviously means he's not a prophet, Muhammad needs a straitjacket. That's what he really needs. According to him, it was not Isaac that was taken on the mountain. It's the lying Jews that have made up and fabricated that story. Great, nice. So 3,000 years this story existed, and you come to enlighten us 3,000 years later. Where's your proof? No proof, because you don't need proof when people don't want the truth. When they are just full of hate, you don't need proof. You just need to say something, like they just did. Beautiful, Palestine. The Hamas knows. They know what they're doing. They're playing the whole world, wrapping them around their finger. They bombed the hospital by mistake, and they right away they say, you know what? We'll blame it on the Jews. By the time they realize it's wrong, the whole world will hate them anyway. They already hated them, but they hate them even more. And that's exactly what happened. Kachava. They blamed it on us and said it was 500, and some articles said 5,000. And it doesn't matter that it was all fake. Everybody's already, once you light the fire, it doesn't go out. So they're all still running and screaming because based on a fake reality that they created themselves, propaganda, that incited the entire world to anti-Semitism. How many Jews, innocent, simple Jews, walking around in New York, in Australia, anywhere, have to fear for their lives and for their safety because of the lies that they spread? They know what they're doing. They are professional, expert liars and manipulators. That's what they are. That's what they're doing. But anyway, what's the root of it? They want to steal our identity because they can't live with the fact that we were chosen to be God's people. They want to be God's people. So they lie and say that it wasn't Isaac that was chosen and taken on the mountain, it was Yishmael. And we lied. Imagine that. Imagine the chutzpah. 3,000 years of history they want to erase. The Jews are, we know the Jews are dirty and liars and they're worse than the devil. They're worse than the devil. The devil learns from the Jews. That's what they say. And they convince the world of all this nonsense. It's insane. So basically, in a nutshell, before I get overly emotional, is this. They want to steal our identity. They took our chosenness. They want to be the chosen people. They're the real God's people. And in the end of days, when Jews are going to be hiding behind trees, so the trees themselves, look at the imagination they have, are going to call out to the saintly Muslim soldiers and say, there's a Jew hiding behind me, come kill him. That's what they believe. That's what they preach. Because they're the chosen people. And what did they do? They took our holy place where the Beit HaMikdash stood for thousands. I mean, for whatever, 400 years and 400 years, altogether almost 1,000 years. Everyone knows that that's where our Beit HaMikdash was. And they decided, we can't live with that. So we'll make it our holy place. And it's all phony. Our Al-Aqsa Mosque, it's all lies. They want to steal our holy place. They want to steal our holy chosenness. They want to steal our holy land. And they want to erase us. You know why they want to erase us so badly? Because when a liar looks in the mirror, he sees a liar. And so when the liars look at us, they see themselves for what they really are. And they think by getting rid of us, they'll be able to live with their lie and fantasy forever. That's not going to happen, though. You know why? Because we're a miracle. We're more than a miracle. We're the quintessential miracle. All the miracles that Hashem has done in this world, the greatest miracle that He's done is the fact that we're still here. And so at the end of the day, we all have to know, every Jew in the world has to know, no matter what he faces, no matter what is scaring him. If you're here right now, it means that you're not connected to this world. You're not connected with nature, and you live and you're alive because Hashem made you alive, and you will always live. In the end of the day, and this is I'm going to conclude with this, in the end of the day, as Shweki says, we are a miracle because the fact that we're here is a miracle. And they can never kill us. And they will never get rid of us. Ever. And so we cannot be afraid. We have to trust in Hashem in these trying moments and understand that we will be the last man standing. That old broken Jew in the Holocaust that stood and prayed to his God, that's us. We will stand and pray to our God until the very end, and we will be the one standing in the end.